Duh. I know what you were thinking. Don't worry, I'm alive and well. You don't get rid of me that easily, you Illuminati bastards. Oof. Well, that being said, however, I'm still a bit rough. Part of the reason I'm making this series of films is to give some people an idea of what the swine flu experience is like. So when you get it, you won't be too concerned and too worried, which is what the media want you to be at the moment. They want you to be terrified, and I'm saying don't be terrified. That being said, however, it's not pleasant. It's worse than normal flu. It's it's the kind of thing where basically at times, it's really, I can hardly move. I'm trying to read books, but I can't focus my eyes, and it's really difficult even to sit up sometimes and watch TV. Although I'm glad I did, and I'll come to that in a minute. This is part 3 of my swine flu diary. It's Wednesday morning. And I should say, first of all, that this might be the last part I put up for a few days. The reason is I'm going to go and stay at my dad's house. I'm taking precautions at home to try not to infect my housemate and my daughter. But it's probably inevitable that I'm going to spread it to them. And I don't really know if I could avoid it. But just in case, I'm going to try and minimise the risk by going to stay at my dad's. My daughter's away at a sleepover, so she's not actually been exposed in the last 24 hours. Hopefully she'll be alright. There's no one at my dad's house because my dad's away, so basically I'll be on my own there. I think that may be the most sensible thing to do. Also, quite frankly, I can get a bit of peace and quiet because my housemate and daughter are a bit noisy. Oh, they like to play loud music and shout at each other and things like that. Well, anyway, I sort of got up yesterday and I watched TV. And when I was watching it, I was watching the news came on. It was local news, I think, and then a story came on that really made me prick up my ears because of my own predicament at the moment. It was a story about the preparations the government and employers are making for the damage that swine flu will do to the economy. And the damage is that the damage they're talking about is lots of people being off sick from work. At a worst case scenario, they think 1 in 8 of the entire workforce might be off sick. And employers and the government are worried because of the damage this could do to the economy. Well, if you look behind and research behind the scenes of what is actually behind the economy and its system and its how it works and the source of the current problems, that news story is a very insulting joke. And we have, and reading between the lines, it's designed to make us feel guilty. That's what it's all about. It didn't actually say it in the news story, it's your fault the economy's in the shit that it is because you've got swine flu, so you're not going out to work, you're not buying anything, you're not consuming, you've lost your appetite, so you're not eating all our junk food. That's not what they were actually saying, but that was what they were implying, reading between the lines. Now, we have a situation where that they bail out and stuff like that. $5 trillion went missing from the books of the Federal Reserve. Right, 5 trillion. I mean, trillion. It's almost an unimaginable amount of money. It's 1,000 billion. A billion being 1,000 million. It makes a million seem like small change. Now, $5 trillion went missing. I mean, is anyone doing anything? Have the police called round? It's just crazy. They're spending, at the moment, derivative shares are all of the day, and they're being traded in quadrillions of dollars. And they reckon that's actually more than the amount of capital that exists in the world today. $1 quadrillion is actually, we're talking about credit now, and that is actually beyond what actually exists in capital, which is absurd. Like I said, they're spending trillions on the bailout for the banks. Yippee! I wish when I lost on the horses, the government would come and bail me out, and that's only a few hundred quid at the most. And they're bailing these bankers, or wankers, these wanker bankers out for billions. They're spending, trillions rather. Yeah, they're spending billions on various wars, they can go and blow the hell out of women and children in some godforsaken part of the world, so some oil company can build a pipeline through their village. Again, that costs billions, you know, but the economy's in the state that it is because you're going off sick and you're not working. God, blimey, yeah, I'm not working, my God. I'm not a very good slave, am I? You know, I'm not pulling my hand cart of radioactive ore. You know, I'm letting the other slaves do it. I mean, how unkind of me. Do you see how asinine this whole thing is? It really is an insult. You know, and I really felt strongly because of my own predicament at the moment. You know, I was actually ordered out of work. You know, I didn't actually leave of my own choice, although I should have done. I was actually ordered out of the department and sent home by my senior porter. There's no way I could go to work at the moment, you know. Oh, flipping heck. Oh, makes you weep, doesn't it? $5 trillion goes missing from the Federal Reserve. $3 trillion have gone missing from the Department of Defense budget in America. You know, $3 trillion. I mean, slightly less, I know. You know, but people say to me, "Oh, if they had secret alien bases, right? It would cost too much money. The government couldn't fund them because either they wouldn't have the money, or they'd have the money and people would find out because it's so much money." Well, this is how they fund places like Area 51, ladies and gentlemen, for Panmo TV viewers. This is how they fund it. It's very simple. They basically make massive accounting errors of an unimaginable scale, and then no one investigates. That and illegal drugs is another way they fund these things. Anyway, I'll hopefully be back here by the weekend. I can't make her Panmo TV broadcasts from my dad's house because I can't get online there. He's one of these old-fashioned types who doesn't have a computer. He's got this really old laptop, but he takes it with him wherever he goes. So I'll probably be back at weekend, and I'll see you then. Hospital Reporters Pride and Dignity, stop the New World Order. Thanks for watching.